Hey, what's up everyone? So welcome to this Bad Bunny dashboard tutorial. Okay, so we're gonna visualize Bad Bunny's statistics, okay, through this Power BI dashboard, and this particular data set we are going to use, okay, and so the end result would look something like this. Okay, so without wasting any more time, so let's start it. So first thing first, let's load the data set into Power BI. So loading the dataset, our CSV file into Power BI. So this is the dataset which we are going to visualize. Okay, so clicking on load. So our dataset is loaded. On the right side column you can see Bad Bunny dataset. Okay, so let's start our first visualization. Okay, so firstly we're gonna visualize top tracks. So for that I'm gonna choose bar chart. Okay, so let's click on bar chart, and on the x-axis we are going to have track name, and on the y-axis we are going to have total streams. So which particular track got how many streams. Okay, let it load. Yeah, okay. Okay, and then we'll do the aesthetic part later on. So let's create our count of track name, count distinct. Okay, and okay, let's create our second okay, so I think this has been a bit mistake. Just as so, yeah, in the y-axis we are going to have track name, and in the x-axis we are going to have sum of the total. Actually, I was not able to see the song name, so I thought there must be some problem. Okay, so yes, I'll do the static part later on, so we can see which particular track got how many streams. Okay, and then now let's fastly come to the second dashboard, second sorry visualization, which is albums breakdown. So let's do that. So here we got our column chart, and we're gonna have in x-axis we're going to have album, because we want to visualize albums breakdown stats. Okay, so in x-axis we are going to have album, and in y-axis we are going to have total streams. So which particular album got how many streams over Spotify. So yeah, okay, so this is gonna show us Spotify total streams. Okay, and so yes, as you can see. Okay, so as you can see over here, so we'll do the static part later on. Okay, so I've changed it to clustered column chart. Okay, used a clustered version of column chart. Okay, and then now yes, fastly comes to let's come to the third dashboard, which is third visualization, which is popularity by genre, for which again I'm gonna use a column chart. Clustered or non-clustered one, it depends upon the data how it's gonna show us. Sometimes we need a clustered one. Okay, let's in the third visualization we are going to have in x-axis genre. Okay, because we are going to visualize popularity by genre, and in the y-axis we're going to have popularity score. It's going to be as simple. Again, for this one, let's see cluster one. Okay, this one looks better. Okay, and let's resize it a bit. Okay. Okay. And now coming to the fourth visualization, which is going to be genre distribution. So for this, I'm going to use donut or pie. Okay. So I'm going to go with pie chart. And so I'm going to have simply genre in the legend. And in the values, I'm going to have track name. Perfect. So it's going to be as simple. So let's align it a bit so that I can adjust another visualization or no. Okay, so let's stick to this only, and now add KPI cards. So for the KPI cards, I'm gonna have let's add total streams. Okay, Spotify total streams over here 7 billion. So Bad Bunny got total number of streams 7 billion. So this is more sort of a, like, not exact data. The real data could vary, but for the most part, you could take such kind of data sets into context while building Power BI dashboard, or like what you're like practicing your Power BI. So total streams is 7 billion. Clicking on bold, switching on to Arial black, aligning it. Okay, going to visual, switch off the category label. Okay, and so yeah, and now creating another uh, KPI card, maybe average popularity score. Let's find average popularity score. Let's visualize that, transmuting to average. Okay, 69.55% is average popularity score of Bad Bunny, and average popularity. Okay, and let's add the total tracks, like how many tracks we have taken into context. Clicking on card again, and sorry, uh, tracks. Okay, track name, count distinct, 60 tracks over there. So switching over here, going to title, total tracks. Okay, perfect. And also total streams are there. We can also check daily streams data if we want. It's 133 million. Okay, or we can have number of albums, 8. So let's go with this one, total albums. Okay, switching, we already did that. Okay, and so now add some elements. Let's align these cards. Okay, now adding some visuals to make this dashboard more aesthetic. So I've already selected a few visuals over here, some PNGs, some like over the top blown up images I've selected of Bad Bunny. Okay, so, and okay, and what else? Mm-hmm. So you can select all such elements. I've already pre-selected and created these elements, so you can do that by yourself. Okay. And so is there any room for more? Yeah. Okay. Okay, and let's change the background to a bit pinkish, I guess, or yellowish, light pink. Hmm. Hmm. Or okay, so light yellow. Hmm. And now changing the aesthetics of these cards, going to effects, background color, pink and yellow. I'm gonna go for it. Lighter version of pink, increasing the transparency. Or let's see if these colors aligns. I think pinkish color gonna align more. Switching on visual border, switching on shadow, pink. Okay. uh, Switching on shadow, switching on pink. Perfect. Let's see, does it work? Okay. And I want the shadow to be a bit whitish, or black. Which one works? I think white gonna work. Okay, switching it off, going to general. You can try any kind of aesthetic you want according to your needs. Okay, so I'm gonna go with pink. Okay. Switching on visual border, switching on visual border. uh, okay, color I'm going to have white. Okay, I think I also have to change the uh, bar colors also, I guess. Visual border on, shadow on, make it background, transparency. Okay, color pink, rounded corner, shadow white. I think red looks better. Okay, I'll change it to red. Going to over here, going to effects, going to visual border, switching to red, going to this card again, switching to red, going to this card again, visual border on, switching to red, pink. Color white. Okay. Hmm. I think it's kind of working, I guess. Okay, let's change. uh, Going to x-axis, let's switch off the title and okay, white. Okay, making it bold, changing the font to Arial black. Hmm. And title is there. Okay, title is there, layout is there, values are there. Okay, and now coming to y-axis, going to values from gray to white, and switching off title, going to grid lines, going to columns, switching it to more yellowish color. Yes, this looks better. So going to general, going to title, uh, popularity by genre. Okay, and going to red. No, first change the font, Arial black, align it. This one's okay. Okay, so similarly I'm gonna do this with this card, making it purple, making it bold, making it Arial black, track count by genre. Okay, and aligning it, it's not aligned. Okay, and okay, title is there. Okay, going to visual, going to legend, going to text. Okay, making it white or making it, no. This one's okay. Detail labels off, clicking on slices, going to color, trap latino. So I'll choose different version of yellow over here. Okay, for each of the slice, going to hip hop. Okay, and for reggaeton, okay, going over here. Okay, similarly I'm going to do with the other two dashboards, sorry, visualizations. Okay, going over here, uh, sorry, uh, uh, making it purple, I guess that's better. Okay, and clicking on Arial black, making it bold, going to title, going to font, going to Arial black. uh, I don't want that. Okay, let's switch it off. Okay, and uh, I don't want values, I want, but I don't want title. Okay, so switching off title. Okay, over here also, let's make it a bit uh, white, I guess. Okay, and now Changing color to yellowish. That's too much yellow. Light yellow. That's better. Uh, okay. Uh, and the title also has to be changed. Streams by track name. Making it bold. Making it Arial black. Decreasing the size a bit so it fits in. Okay, aligning it. Okay, and similarly with the last one, uh, text color purple. Yeah, aligning it, changing font to Arial black, making it bold. So I should put it in caps lock. Total streams by album. Perfect. Okay, and background is good. Going to visual. Mm, keeping it white. This font won't work. Okay. Hmm. Okay, and switching off the title, going to y-axis. First of all, switch off the title over here also. Make it purple, dark blue, whatever it works. Okay. Now change the color of the bars. Okay. Uh, okay. Making it again light yellow. No. Yeah, this one works. Okay. Similarly, I'm gonna do with. Okay, and one more change, I guess. Instead of red, we can use different version of yellow as an outline. Just check. hmm Some neon kind of color we can use. Mm, okay, let's see. Mm, yeah, it looks kind of okay, I guess. Okay, visual border on, green, as much round corners, switching on the shadow, making it white, background color pinkish with. Okay, title, text color. Oh, total albums. Okay, and going to visual, instead of we could have oh, a different version of yellow. Okay, Okay, now going to total streams. Similarly, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna make it pink. No, okay, sorry. Yes, I'm gonna make it pink. Yes, yes, yes. And going to general, uh, text color is going to be yellowish. Okay, and switching on. Okay, let's make it first pink 50 to 53. Visual border on. It's going to be green, I guess. Yeah, as much rounded corners. Switching on shadow and making it white. Okay, and let's align the text a bit and call out value so it fits in. And similarly with this uh, pink. Okay, and going to general, going to title, 50 to 53. Okay, visual border on, making it yellowish. Switching on. Now clicking on yellow. Okay, background color has to be pink. Switching it on, making it neon green. Rounded corners, switching on shadow, making it white. Okay, and decreasing the font size a bit. Okay, so this was all about this dashboard. You can like create your own data set of your favorite artist and do the practice yourself. Okay, so yeah, this was all about this tutorial. uh, See you in the next tutorial. Thank you. So, okay, everyone, thank you so much for watching La Data YouTube channel. So, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe La Data's YouTube channel for further more amazing tutorial. Thank you so much for watching.